In this video, we will study pulse width modulation. Basically, pulse width modulation is a type of pulse time modulation which is also known as pulse duration modulation and pulse length modulation. In PWM, we have a fixed amplitude and starting time of each pulse, but the width of each pulse is made proportional to the amplitude of the master signal at that instant. Pulses are of varying width and therefore of varying power content. This means that the transmitter must be powerful enough to handle the maximum width pulses, although the average power transmitted is perhaps only half of the peak power. PWM still works if synchronization between transmitter and receiver fails, whereas PPM does not. With modulation can be generated by a monostable multivibrator, in which it is generated by applying trigger pulses at the sampling rate to control the starting time of pulses from a monostable multivibrator, and feeding in the signal to be sampled to control the duration of the pulses. PWM is merely fed to an integrating circuit from which a signal emerges whose amplitude at any time is proportional to the pulse width at that time. This principle is also implied in the very efficient so-called Class D amplifiers. The integrating circuit most often used there is the loudspeaker itself. Here we have a master signal, sinusoidal master signal. A triangular wave is selected as a carrier signal whose frequency is somewhat higher than the master signal. After doing pulse width modulation, we get a waveform like this. Here you can observe that the width of the pulses are varied in accordance with the amplitude of the master signal. So, we'll perform an experiment on the kit. In this kit, we have a pulse width modulator block whose input is given at this terminal. The input may be taken as sine wave, square wave, triangular wave, or any wave, but we have selected a sine wave. At this point, the carrier signal is internally fed, which is a triangular wave. We obtain output at point number 11, and in this way we can observe various waveforms at various ports. Let us observe waveforms. At point number 9, the message signal is displayed like this, and at point number 10 we have a carrier signal which is a triangular waveform, is shown here. The output of the pulse width modulator can be seen at point number 11, which is displayed like this. You can observe that the width of the pulses are varying in accordance with the master signal. So in this way, we have observed pulse width modulation. Till now, we have observed output of the PWM modulator. Now we'll observe what is the output of PWM demodulator. For that, we connect CRO probe at the output of the PWM demodulator, and which consists of a demodulator, sample and hold circuit, a low pass filter, and the output is displayed at the DSO, which is this one. This is the output of PWM demodulator, which is a replica of original message signal. So in this way we have obtained our original message signal by performing PWM modulation and demodulation. Thank you very much.